Alright, so we're back with Disco Elysium, right where we left off in our last little video here. We've got lots of cusses, swears in the word bubbles there, but it's finally time to check out the body, which has been hanging for, I think, 7 days, if I recall correctly. Let's take a look.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
You say bulging white eyes. I see no bulge, no white.
You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
I don't think I'm going to pass this check. Let's see. Very low, 3%. God, what is that? Why is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
Thank Kim Kitsuragi.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Alright.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth. More instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Let's let it out. Don't know if there's any way out of that.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
Thanks.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
You think ammonia would help?
If you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor.
But not you.
I can't handle the headache.
It's more likely he can handle the smell, unlike you.
Alright, where do we get ammonia from?
There is Frit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't...
Greenhouse. Interesting.
There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Interesting. Alright, let's bounce. Okay, so we've got a thing here. Oh, Lieutenant's handkerchief. The handkerchief given to you by Lieutenant Kisaragi. Is this a courting ritual? One corner is adorned with lace and a tiny embroidered portiere. Alright, we gotta inspect the victim's body. So we'll try to find ammonia. What is this?
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Interesting. What kind of
Heavy
boots?
workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard.
Alright, workers.
Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Lieutenant, workers' boot tracks.
Noted.
The lieutenant takes out his little notebook. Let's get an exact count.
Maybe more than 12. No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Very nice. Let's go over them one by one.
1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes, number 46.
Interesting.
2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes, number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot. Steel reinforced toes, number 43. 4. Standard work boot. Number 45 or 46?
Wait, which is it?
You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them. 5. Another standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44. 6. An aberration. Light as air. Even pace. Same make of boot, but number 41.
Interesting. Male or female?
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped.
I'm pretty good at this, ain't I?
You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film, of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way.
Not freaking bad. Let's count the rest.
7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms.
Alright, very muscular or very fat?
8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
So maybe they have a problem with their left foot. Makes them depend more on their right foot.
How many?
The lieutenant has been tracking your eye's movements.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
The same guys are going back and forth.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
Light step, number 41 shoe.
A woman? Or a kid?
Could be a kid.
Okay. How do you know?
He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person's gait.
I do.
Understood. Anything else?
A heavy one, 200 kilogram imprint.
200? Could it be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker, carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
Oh, that's a pretty good idea, Kim.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
One of them was carrying him over.
Possibly, yes.
An aberration. One sole is smoother than the other.
Interesting. Let's name it the odd soul.
Do you have any ideas, Lieutenant?
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
Oh, interesting.
He regrets it the moment he says it.
Don't say anything, just nod.
I don't know why I said that. We are not looking for a drummer. We are looking for a group of dock workers.
The lieutenant clearly appreciates the chance to clear up the drummer issue himself.
Well, just because you're my favorite, Kim, I'll let this one slide.
Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out their right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Interesting. If only I had come up with that idea.
He doesn't seem to hear you, looking south toward the traffic jam instead. The machines are silent. The engines are all turned off.
Oh, some sort of convoy?
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Yes, prudent.
Mm-hmm.
The lieutenant writes the information down in his notebook, then reverts to the tracks in the mud. How old do you think these tracks are?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
Alright, that seems to make sense.
It is not impossible.
How do you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
You've done your homework.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
Alright, Kim. What do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
Okay, we've been through all of it. That went surprisingly well. Alright, time to get some ammonia here. Yeah, we know you know how to throw. Ooh, what's this? Magnesium, you say? Where's my magnesium? Oh, I think it helps with morale. Well, it doesn't matter. Not really. Let's take a look at this, oh god, I'm not sure I like that
An
autosave.
inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
What is this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Now hang on a second. Why am I looking at this pile of the roofing material?
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Not bad. Let's pull the panels aside.
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
beautiful. Getting experience like crazy here.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Good idea, Kim. Alright. Come on in. Oh, we need to read a book if we want time to pass. Lots of stuff here. An empty tube of magnesium supplement. No, you. A silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart.
Oh, God.
It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
I wasn't thinking about taking it, I swear. I was thinking about justice.
Of course, detective. Swift justice. Don't worry, we don't have to investigate every trace of narcotics.
The lieutenant points to the ladder in the corner.
Yeah. Swift, lightning justice. Faster. Harder. Justice.
So, I mentioned in the last video that I am a sober individual. I'm going to try to avoid taking any drugs, any sort of alcohol, any sort of drugs, if at all possible. Ammonia doesn't count.
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Interesting. Cured pig's head. It looks mummified. The poster says, "Get out of the way," or "Get effed up." Hello? What are you? Okay. Got $1 whole here. Now, I think I've investigated pretty much everything. Time to check out that ladder. Oh, that's interesting. These barrels are half full of rainwater. Interesting. Whoops, not caps lock. I need tab. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. Hello? What are you? Oh, stop that. So there's you. Let's see here. Can we? Hang on. What am I doing here? We talked to Kim. No, we should talk to Kim after we've investigated the body. Now, where can we move? I see. Yeah, let's check out this crate here. Oh, cool. This is more health. Thank you for the support of dancing, Kim.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
I wonder why.
Man down. A trooper has been left behind the enemy lines.
Interesting.
You could swear it's
Challenging.
more of an instinct than an actual sight. But you know there's the RCM signature rectangle on the cloak. It's a cop's cloak.
A cop's cloak. It's a cop's cloak.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment.
Well, you're not wrong.
You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
What exactly are we doing up here? Or let's look around.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. The look in his eyes is a mix of the engineer-like interest and the wonder of a 6-year-old seeing a horse for the first time.
Let's let him have this moment of wonder.
His eyes trace the crane's contour, as if trying to memorize its majestic shape. Then he notices your gaze.
Yes. We were in the middle of something. Your cloak.
You have an interest in heavy machinery. What exactly are we doing up here?
What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have information for us. I thought that was our intention. Or it could be that we are just exploring.
He looks around, wind rustling his hair.
He's thinking you've forgotten where you are again.
Do you really think this cloak is mine? Should I go for it? Jump?
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. as to whether you should go for it?
He looks over the ledge at the cold pavement below.
Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide?
Okay, my savoir-faire I think is at 0. Yeah, it says it right there, 0. Not right now. So where else can I go from here? Can I reach that door? Doesn't look like it. Oh, there is stuff here. Fascinating. Money. Alright. I do kind of wonder why all this money is just lying around, but... Can I go here? No. No. Alright, I think we've explored everything we can up here. Yeah, looks like it. Let's head back down. Yeah, run! Wait, hang on. Before we run, I want to see this. This doorway is going to collapse soon. Interesting. So we tried to get here before, but we weren't able to. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Ooh, is this more money? Could it be? Yeah! And a bucket. Postcard Grand Couronne 37. I see. Oh man, I don't want to sell the lieutenant's handkerchief. But it may be necessary. We don't know how important money is. Not yet, at least. Alright, well, let's go back up there. Pretty sure we've explored all we could. Could I not just grab it from here? It does seem a little high up. No, I can't. Worth a shot. Worth a shot. Red checks can only... So, again, I can't... My computer loads these too fast. I can't read the helpful tips. Oh, I was like, oh, is there like some bug out thing? Okay, thoughts. Active, so this is helpful for me to learn how this game works. Active thoughts after altered dialogue options. Thought bonuses differ for research and completion. Tools. Substances can be administered during dialogues. Tools are context sensitive. Equip them before use. Time passes when picking new dialogue options. Read books to pass time quicker. Tasks. Gain experience by completing tasks or exploring. Leveling up grants you points, so I haven't leveled up yet. Use points to upgrade skills or unlock and forget thoughts. So we can forget thoughts. Interesting. That's probably what we did. So skill checks. White skill checks can be re-rolled, explore options, or level up to try again. Red skill checks are permanent. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 is quick select. T is thought cabinet. C is character sheet. Interactable objects, space to continue, inventory, journal, quick save, quick load, and menu. Understood. Okay, character sheet. Yep, here we are. Inventory. Journal. Beautiful. Alright. Anything else that's important? T for thought cabinet. Okay. Anything else that I'm missing here? Can I... No, can't seem to go over there. Not yet, at least. So the footprints we already checked out. Can I go over here? Not yet. Let's talk to this little twerp.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
I just want to ask you some questions.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Listen, child, the smell is so bad that I threw up, and I was wondering...
Stay away from me, pig. You don't want to see what happens when you corner me.
Alright, good talk.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Alright, what are the strange words you use, girl?
I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Is that Finnish? It looks finished.
Don't be traumatizing here. Get the fuck out of here.
Alright.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Hey, kid.
What's this kid shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
Get the fuck out of here, face. You got done. Talk to me.
Alright, I'm just kind of wasting time
I'll die
here,
before I
but
squeal,
might as well.
pig.
Alright, child, converse with me.
Murder was the case they gave me.
She has almost vanished behind the fence. Only the top of her hat remains. One
I'll
more
die before I squeal, pig.
time. You there, behind the
You
fence.
don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
Okay.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
Wow. Very good. Alright, well, let's check out this hatch here.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
Well, it is a container. Maybe you're prioritizing it.
Lieutenant, what do you think could be in there?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
Ooh, whoops. Oh, okay. I might have to cut that out. That was a loud noise. Yes, I feel like there's something in there.
What do you mean, feel?
It's an extrasensory perception. Whatever is in there holds a special significance.
I agree. We should get someone from the remote viewers division here.
What's the remote viewers division?
All the detectives from all the precincts who experience extrasensory perception go to the remote viewers division. Their work is invaluable to the force.
Okay, I think he's messing with me. What kind of extra natural abilities do they possess?
None, because they don't exist.
I'm so disappointed right now. I thought there was a remote viewers division.
There isn't, but we should still access this container.
Alright, how do I get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage,
Or, Lieutenant?
or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Interesting. Alright, let's leave. Maybe I should have gone for the pry bar instead. I think that would be very helpful.
This trash container.
Yeah. Okay, anything else while I'm here? Can I go there? No, not yet. Alright, ammonia. Let's go. What are you?
An old call box.
Oh
with
my
a
God.
matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Anything I recognize? Okay, I don't know if I want to deal with that. Not just yet. Okay, there's something here. If I recall correctly, I think you had ammonia for me in my last playthrough. A heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow, but why? The street sign says, "Fuck the police." Alright. Can't say I blame them. Pigs go home. The street name is illegible. I get the feeling we're not welcome here.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here. That's all.
Alright, I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
My partner told me you may have ammonia. Can I have some?
Sure. I'm done with it.
She takes a small capsule out of her breast pocket and hands it to you.
Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Alright, we need directions.
Of course. Where to?
Where am I?
What do you mean?
I'm a bit disoriented. This is Rivachol, right?
Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
The lieutenant seems uncomfortable with the level of disorientation you are displaying. Alright, sure, we'll go through these options. I hope no one minds.
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really. The harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
What is on the other side of the canal?
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
Thanks, that's all for now.
No problem.
She nods, brushing a fleck of soil off her cheek. Alright, so what's this fuck the police business?
Excuse me?
She doesn't understand.
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
The street sign says fuck the police.
Oh. Well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
It's alright, I didn't mean to startle you.
Okay.
I got a
Of course.
jet.
I won't hold you back.
She wipes her brow with a canary yellow glove.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Just one more thing. Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
She hands you the rubber gloves with no visible annoyance. Excellent. Alright, so that makes things a little easier. Okay, so let's put these on here. Items, ampoule of ammonia. Clothes. Oh, no. Oh, excuse me? There. Put the gloves on. That gives us +1 interfacing bye-bye bugs. What is interfacing? Interesting. Cool. Alright. So, we've got a journal entry. Oh, we can open up the trash container. Maybe with the pry bar. Oh, I don't need to examine that anymore.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes.
Alright. I think what I have to do is take this ammonia, put it in my held right hand, apparently. Hello? Left hand? I'm just right-clicking here. Well, let's try to redo this check.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated. The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Well, how do we examine this body, then? The ammonia didn't help at all.
Nor does the wind right now.
Aw, he's patting my back. You feel the lieutenant pat your back rhythmically.
The weight is reassuring, like a crenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
Why can't I keep it in if I've been a cop my whole life?
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, bag it.
Alright, he pats your back again.
Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
You seem to be fine.
I think I've lost my sense of smell. Not being hungover helps too.
Yeah. Alright. Do it without me.
This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help.
He withdraws his hand and looks you in the eye.
You need to get your shit together.
Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a
Gotcha.
thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Okay. Well, it'll have to do. Turn away. I think I was able to inspect it before. Equip and complete volumetric shit compressor thoughts. Well, you got it. Your shit is apart, and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that. Together. compressed in a small shit area. Reminds me of the Rick and Morty bit. To achieve a solid level of shit compression, squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the two hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people. Maybe that will help. So is that helping? Okay. Can I do more than one at once? It looks like I can. Handy. Alright, maybe I should have done that before. But, oh well. Okay. Got the mouth on these kids. Alright, so I'm trying to get rid of the... This is not the right... Okay, I got my correct pointer back. So, that's all I needed to do. Bit of a bug, no big deal. Alright, let's talk to the dock workers here. Hello? There's a car here.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57.
Is that my precinct number?
Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion.
Interesting. Let's open the door.
In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Okay. Pick up the radio.
The frequency tableau lights up, and a green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Hi. Yeah. This is all very silly. Hi, Alice. This is the officer from the 41st Precinct speaking. Nice to meet you.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Okay. Could you connect me to the 41st Precinct? I have something I need to report.
Just a second, officer.
She puts you on hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard. The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
Let's hope I do. 10-4, Station 41. I've got an urgent business over.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over.
Just reporting in. Over.
10-18, state your message, sir.
I need to report my badge missing.
10-9, over.
Okay, my badge, I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Is it him? What does he want?
I get the feeling Jean-Vic Maire has a history with me.
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge? Who lost his badge?
Chester McLean.
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
Richard Mullen is my name?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
He says, fighting off laughter.
Dick Mullen is not your name.
Oh,
it's
God.
the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge.
God, it would be nice to learn my name.
Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Ha ha, officer has lost his badge. Ha ha, like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Thank you for the rundown, Jules PTU.
Oh, goddammit. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Vicmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Mullen dicked us.
Can't... Can't we just move on? I want to get it reported and be done with it.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Okay.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Oh god.
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Could you all please just stop saying lost his badge for one moment?
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Yeah, thank you, Jules Pitié.
Why? Did he find it?
The room at the other end of the line erupts in volcanic laughter.
Sergeant Orson was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over.
No!
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it.
You can hear laughter in the background. Enough with this. I have other things to discuss.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
The animated conversation in the back is making it difficult for him to hear you.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
I am not Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
The room roars with laughter.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
Oh god, it's not here.
Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definitely
Half
gone.
lights? Hold on. Interesting.
Don't sweat it, Bratan. You don't need a gun to have fun. We can still have fun. It's not all over.
Is that Irish? Scottish? What is that accent?
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Alright, let's try to convince him.
Even before you can get the words out, everything gets scrambled in your brain.
Alright, no, of course I didn't lose my fun. Gun! F it, I didn't lose my gun!
He says he didn't lose his gun. Or his fun, whatever that means.
Ask him to describe it. His gun. Not his fun. Just the gun will do.
Alright, Chester McLean, not really a fan of you.
Satellite Officer McLean requests a description of your weapon. Over.
Oh, request a description, huh? We'll give him one. Describe the plasma gun.
Kim, what are you packing?
It's a single-shot Kiel A9. An Armistice, to be precise.
It's a... What he said.
Says it's a Kiel 9mm Armistice.
Armistice? What, is he a fucking... Clearly he doesn't have his Villiers anymore.
Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh my, I can't.
Alright, the man succumbs to laughter again. Very funny.
Really a laughing matter.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Noor by himself. But Disco here made him piss his pants.
Disco?
Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his... Ask him if he still got his wiener.
Oh god, I can't verify. I don't know.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over.
Yeah, I left it at his mom's after I did that.
That's a negative. Not going to say that. Over.
What's he saying? Share with the class.
He said he sodomized your mother.
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he's got.
Sure her vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate?
Yeah, I feel like I'm gaining control of the situation.
Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. This is my mom we're talking about. Tell him to apologize right now.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims that you made about his mother. Over.
Hey, if you don't like the Fallout, maybe don't F with the Firewalker.
Mac, he says you shouldn't have antagonized the Firewalker in the first place.
Who?
The disbelief in Vic Mer's voice is overwhelming.
Satellite Officer V.
Firewalker.
I'm afraid he might be referring to himself as Firewater, sir.
No, Firewalker.
Firewater? He's lost it. Fuck it. Tell him to find his goddamn badge and gun. That's the only thing that matters.
This is taking a while.
Satellite Officer V.
Yeah, I heard it, and I'm on it.
10-4, affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his firearm.
Okay.
Oh, God,
The man is fighting back tears.
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over.
I am in dire need of financial assistance.
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
What does he want now?
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Right. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
And I got a new skill point. Awesome. Cool. It is... okay, please, I'm begging you here. I don't even have a place to sleep tonight.
He says he's in trouble. Doesn't have a place to sleep.
Well, I guess he'd better crack the case before sundown then.
Vicmar said...
Yeah, I heard him.
Who cares what this Vicmar said? Pull on their heartstrings. Enough, officer. This begging is below your dignity.
It is paramount to the investigation that you grant me more money.
He says it's important to the case.
He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that.
Request denied, sir. Over.
Okay, I heard you. No funds.
Anything else, sir?
Alright, this might sound odd. I know everything else I've said has sounded perfectly normal this entire time, but there's some personal details I'd like to discuss.
Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through.
Alright, what's there to think about?
You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
I want... hold on, are you alone in the room? I need some confidential information about myself.
That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12 visitors present here. Over.
Please refer to me with my full name in the future.
10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
Stop calling me sir and just use my real goddamn name, will you?
What? What is it? What can he possibly still want from us?
He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name.
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
Yeah, let's wrap this up.
Understood, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
The static ends with a loud click, and then everything is silent in the cabin.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd has gathered around Communication Officer Jules Oldboy Pidier, around a dozen cops. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, abuzz with laughter, when Officer Judith Minot enters. Her left arm is in bandages, and her hair trimmed short.
What is going on here? Did something happen?
She asks, startled. Jean Vicmar turns to her and says,
What happened is my partner made contact. It's not good. He's lost his badge and his sidearm. He seemed confused, delirious even.
He stops to think.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently telling some dirty story to his partner, Chester McLean, near the entrance.
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright. Sounded fucking drunk to me.
Yeah, Mac's right. This was some gnarly shit there. I mean, before he started begging for money, it was...
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
We must help him.
Minot looks down at her neatly polished black shoes. There's a quiet firmness to her voice when she speaks.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man.
Am I actually listening to this or am I imagining it in my head?
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. You wouldn't.
The crowd in the room has started fidgeting uncomfortably. Someone's trying to slip out unnoticed.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words.
He sighs heavily and turns to address the room.
This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain. Or anyone else. We'll give him a couple of days to put his shit together.
Alright, lucky for me.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Old boy lights another cigarette.
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs. Now get back to work.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.
Okay. Let's pull out toolbox.
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
Let's take the red tip pry bar.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand. Heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
Excellent. Let's take the rubber-handled chain cutters.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand.
Let's take the hand-cranked flashlight.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue. Blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss.
And let's push it in.
The toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
Alright, Kim, what are we looking at? What is this machine?
This is the Kupris Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like.
He nods at the cabin.
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat.
What is this sinking feeling I have with the words motor carriage?
Nothing, nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging.
Alright. This must be what woke me up when you arrived in Martinez. The infernal noise.
Yes, sorry about that. The Kupris Kinema does have a rather distinctive engine sound.
He says it with very badly concealed pride.
Do all policemen in the RCM have such cool motor carriages?
The Kupris motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes.
Can we turn it on and drive somewhere?
No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our hands, remember?
I do remember.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Let's tap on the fuel preheater gauge.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Translation. We're not going anywhere right now. Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
Thanks for the alternate.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm.
Let's try picking up the radio again.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I need you... Please connect me to Station 41's Lazarus.
It will take just a moment, officer.
Her voices fade out into the familiar radio static.
Sorry for the noise, everyone.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
I was told to call to Lazarus. People are worried about me.
Oh, it's you.
Was that a snarl or a suppressed groan? No love for you here.
I've lost my memory. All of it.
With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised.
There is no surprise in his voice. Only careless superiority.
You're not surprised? Okay. Anything else?
What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely.
Alright, thanks, Mr. German.
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you, or doesn't care.
Alright, isn't there anything you can do for me?
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body?
I see your point. Might as well just get back to work.
Do that. I need to go. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like MacTorson, but it's hard to say because his eyes are swollen.
Well, Mac Torson deserves it.
It's not fucking cryoacrylate. It's super glue, Doc.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
The phone clicks. Suddenly you hear the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Yeah, I need you to connect me to a civilian. A Sylvie. She may have reported a murder.
Of course. What is her number, officer?
Kim, didn't Gart give you Sylvie's number?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Yep.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Right, right.
Just wait. Relax.
Okay.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you.
Excellent.
Yes, hello?
A female voice greets you through static. It sounds like she's a million miles away from here. Hello, this is the police calling. I have some questions for you about your last days at work.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again.
Alright, you quit your job at the Whirling. Why?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Wait, why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
Get away from whom?
You know whom.
You think you hear a sliver of accusation in her words.
I see.
Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking about someone else, not you.
You mean me? You needed to get away from me?
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this, okay?
Alright, I won't push you on this. Are you ever coming back to work?
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
I suppose that's understandable enough. Alright, there is a lot of dialogue in this game. I don't mind it at all. I'm really enjoying it. I hope the people who are watching from home don't mind it either. Because too bad if you do. So, where was I? Right. Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
But why didn't you call? Didn't a corpse behind your workplace bother you?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the corpse.
What does this union have to do with anything?
No one calls the police. The union would get angry.
Alright, what do you mean by that?
You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Garbage.
Wait, Kim, is she speaking truth? The union is a law around here?
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the dock workers union.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
Looks like there's a limit to my authority then.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, why exactly... I said that to her apparently. Why exactly did you let a corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us?
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways. No, don't push her. It sounds as if she's about to cry.
I see, don't worry about it. I understand.
You do? What else can I do for you?
Alright, do you know who made that call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Okay, next question.
Yeah, go on.
Have you seen my badge?
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
Yeah, right. My badge is missing. Have you seen it anywhere?
Oh, no. I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Kim doesn't have a uniform, and he seems real to me.
He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is.
Well, you're not exactly wrong.
There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them.
Have you seen my gun?
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun detective.
Oh god. She sounds beyond exacerbated. That's rough. I showed you my gun? When did it happen?
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and...
She stops hesitantly, not sure if she should continue. And what? What did I do?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Well, that sounds like a bit of an uncomfortable situation.
Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after.
Okay, I don't know what to say.
Me neither.
Yes, but what happened to my gun?
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns.
That's a weird thing to say.
It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask.
Interesting, so maybe I should head to the pawn shop and try to buy it back. Have you seen my policeman uniform?
Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. The disco things.
I'm starting to realize why this game is called Disco Elysium.
Somewhere in a dank rental apartment, 2 police officers stand in the dark. Trash and liquor bottles cover the floor. Things are not good. One of the men, trying not to slip on old newspapers, makes his way to the window and pulls the curtains apart. Roaches scatter as the light comes in. God damn. Officer Michelle Elfboy Williams speaks to himself. His partner, Sundance Fisher, looks at the patrol uniform he's wearing, then at an identical suit frame on the wall. It's blue and covered in dust. Let's get the fuck out of here. He turns to Williams. He hasn't been here in days.
Maybe I didn't have my police uniform with me. At least that's how it seems to be. I think I got everything I need. Thanks.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Okay, so... Empathy, I'm probably gonna get this.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags, when she was still working there.
Wait, before you go, you're mad at me, right? Tell me, what did I do? I can't remember anything.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit.
What skua thing?
The stuffed bird. The great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac.
Fascinating.
I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
Why do I always end up screwing everything up?
It was a pretty bird. There since I started working in whirling. I really liked her. We call her Scotty.
There's genuine sadness in her voice.
So you're telling me that I was the one who made you want to quit?
Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I had seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you...
She pauses. You know what? Go on. I want to know what I did.
Well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now.
Hold on. Which song?
We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody.
Sorry about the song.
To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then screamed something about how you're a piece of shit human being, and why does anyone even let you work as a policeman? That you'd fire yourself, but you can't even do that.
Sounds intense.
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers,
threatening
to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
Whoa, go back. Police documents?
The ones I had to wrench out of your toilet.
Yeah, so what happened to them?
Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little thing I do.
Resentment gives way to concern in her voice.
Especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing them, not mine.
Interesting. So, the time has changed. The sun's out, I guess.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there was a reason you threw them away.
Okay, I get it. I wasn't a very good tenant.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
I am truly sorry for everything, Sylvie.
God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
Okay, what else did I sing besides the OO? I'm looking for a song.
All sorts of things. From disco, rock too. So much disco and rock.
Yeah, maybe you can help me identify this one particular song.
Which one would that be?
One that was really sad.
Sad? I think the one you mean is The Smallest Church in San Sans. Butchered that right up.
Her voice carries a tone of disappointment.
Interesting. You still have to find it, however.
Alright, right. Thank you for talking with me. Take care.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then, the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
I'm done with the radio for now.
57's over and out.
Her voice disappears into the void.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering.
Yeah. Boy, that took bloody ages, didn't it? But...
Volumetric ship compressor.
Oh, it's complete.
Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today.
Oh, God.
A police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit's singularity lasts.
One hell of a piece of art in the background there. What are my bonuses? All endurance white checks unlocked. Learning cap for endurance raised to 4. Okay. Gotcha. Lonesome Long Way Home is somewhat done. Okay, don't need to forget this. Not yet. I may need to bring my endurance up somewhat. Let's see. None of these lower my endurance. Okay, so what are these? Victim's body. Who made the call reporting the crime? This may take some time. Pay for damages. We can't access the station anymore. Track down the badge. Track down the gun. I may be able to find it at the pawn shop. Get a hold of a sad song on tape. Understood. Oh, wait. There's something over here. Some great tectonic forces cracked the pavement like an eggshell. Interesting. Bench.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Interesting. And what's all this then?
This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Some interesting options.
The box seems happy.
Yay!
Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
Been there, Post Laventure mail collection box. Been there.
The mail collection box seems cathartic. Thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow.
Alright, so my endurance is better, I think. Can I examine this body?
There he still is, looking right through
Oh,
you
excellent.
with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
All right.
Omitting it is all it does now.
Let's do it.
Ha ha ha.
Oh, God.
Again, the corpse laughs at you, pus dripping from its mouth. You will never be able to hold it in. It's always too much. Every time it happens, it gets worse and worse. There's nothing more to throw up now. All that's left is crying and convulsing dryly at the same time.
Even though I got my shit compressed, how is it possible?
I'm at a loss as well. I could swear your shit was together, detective.
Sometimes even that is not enough. Life is unfair.
What do I do now?
Officer, you just need to be stronger. Learn to keep it in long enough for us to work. There's nothing else to do.
You can open this white check again by going to your character sheet and spending a skill point to upgrade your endurance. Gain new skill points by exploring and completing side tasks.
Relax. It's okay if you don't make it today. The bloated corpse isn't going anywhere.
Alright, well, luckily I do have a skill point here. Let's level it up. Beautiful. Alright, so...
There he still is, looking right as you breathe in.
Finally!
The odor comes
Double
over.
6.
It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Do they always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Alright, let's inspect these weird boots here.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you. Out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor. Possibly part of a larger set.
Well, good thinking, Brain. These aren't just boots, are they? This is armor he was stripped of.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the hill. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Where's the rest of it? Scavenged by the locals?
Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something.
Interesting. Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there is no rest of the armor.
No. He must have worn something precious underneath his clothes. They've removed all his clothes to get to it. They did not just strip him for the putrid rags.
Okay, then where are these clothes? Have you seen any around?
Someone could have cleaned the yard. But that's a question for the red hat thing.
I hear you, cop. Talking shit about the Kuno. Come here and say it to Kuno's face.
What if they told him to strip before they hung him, to demean him?
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Oh. Weird, sometimes it doesn't scroll all the way down.
What? Are you trying to ignore me now, fuckface?
Kuno, this boots shit is super boring and the guy's a total vitupaz.
I'm pretty sure that's Finnish. The material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive.
The lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index finger.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Wait, my yearly pay is 5,500 real?
Not too much, yes.
Sounds puny. No wonder I can't pay my hostel bill.
It's a sorry situation, I agree.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
Initial report?
Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
You say you're sure.
He's not actually sure of that. He's just being tactful.
Well said, Empathy. These look pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like whirls of floorboards, the design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
Lignum balls? What does this remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like.
Let's run our finger over the lines.
The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice the whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination. E50, 100, 1000.
Looks like there's a serial number on the right sabaton.
Good. Can you read it to me?
He tips the drying ballpoint of his pen on his tongue. Erotic.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
Alright, let's try to pull the boot off. I seem to recall this didn't go so well.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Better not even try.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic. The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo.
Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently this is a reinforced kind for air transport. My brain tells me so.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it?
I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes. Motivated by the ongoing strike. You?
No. You feel like it was something else. But what?
I feel like it was something else.
Yes. It often is. This bell worries me.
They sure wanted him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
How did they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
He points to the buckle tying the belt to the branch above. Did they climb up using the kid's ladder?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
He makes a pulling motion.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos.
Well, let's check out those tattoos.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Is this a map of the night sky?
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
Great Century Messinian? Messinian?
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
I'm missing something here.
So am I.
Ooh. What'd you just grab? A sudden ringing fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
What's that?
A Trigger Sunshine. Mini.
Triggered is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
He produces 2 metal-capped ambules and clicks them into place in the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there. I have no idea what time periods this is supposed to take place in.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting. Then...
a sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
The art in this game is really kind of abstract. It's pretty cool.
In case we need it.
The lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. On it, a color-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest. Cool machine.
Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
Mondo. That's right, boys. Mondo cool. What do we need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
He hands you the piece of roll-up photo paper. It's no larger than a pack of cigarettes.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute, and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Good advice. Can I select my journal now? Inspect the victim's body. Where's the rest of the armor? So I gotta talk to Kuno, unfortunately. And the tattoos. Gotcha. Let's look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there.
Subaquatic terrors?
Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
Strange. This man enjoyed the moment of death.
Why do you think so?
It's an intuition.
Okay.
The lieutenant marks something in his notebook.
I am less skeptic about this hunch, he thinks, than I was of the supernatural premonitions that overtook you at the trash container. He then covers his nose again.
Tell me, who are you, dead man?
I'm gone.
Oh, good, we get to talk to him.
Into the wild pale yonder.
Was this the voice that was talking to me at the very beginning?
In the past. Way out in the west.
Alright, I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
There's nothing funny about you.
There is nothing funny about jokes either.
I heavily disagree. I love jokes. Who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
I have another question for you.
Go ahead, Coppo.
What is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your...
my...
imagination.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you. Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much.
I think I will. Thank you, Horrific Necktie.
He loves those.
Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Yeah, give me questions.
Here you go, you loony.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Good point. I hate you. You stink and you're boring.
Do I remind you of someone?
Me?
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
A baby affected with harlequinism.
You sure got out of that one? Coppo. Bellini.
Why were you feeling pleasure when you died?
Maybe I was getting my rocks off.
A new skill point. Excellent. First, do you have to speak like that? What dialect is that anyway?
It's a mishmash, Coppabolo. You think I'm Messinian, don't you? For you, this is how people from Messina speak like.
I was just talking about Messina. I'm not even sure what Messina is.
Well, I'm not from Messina, am I? My hair is too light a shade of brown. Trust your inner racist.
What, are you racist now too?
You think I am. You think I was a racist because this lump looks military and has tattoos. That's called profiling.
Interesting. That's good to know. So, you were feeling sexual arousal when they were hanging you?
Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
No.
Captain Coppadromo. I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
Let's not.
Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Alright, that was completely different than what's written here. You can come back and look into his face anytime you want. Okay. So let's squint and take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink.
So what does that mean?
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
Alright, I'm squinting, Kim. Why am I doing it?
How should I know why you are squinting, officer?
His face and hands are pink. Thighs, too. The rest is greenish.
Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
Lividity?
The monster comes back into focus. An explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
Kinda gross.
So, what do you think?
Something is coming out of him.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
That's good news for us, I suppose.
The fuck he's saying?
He didn't poop all that much.
Talking about shit.
We got lucky.
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
Yeah, well, that's a fair point. He's beaten up. See the bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
Coin slot?
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
I don't know what to think. What do you think?
I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck.
He points to his fatted chin.
The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think.
Could it still be he was moved after death?
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
Alright, let's catch our breath here.
But there is no breath to catch.
Well, too bad.
Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
I have something I need to know, Corpse Man.
Of course. You have questions, don't you?
Yeah.
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Rooney is obviously not who I am.
Between you and me, your name is probably Harry.
Could I really be Harry?
You can be anything you want, brother Coppo.
Are we brothers?
Later, Coppo.
Okay, this is the thing he was saying before. Yeah.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
He stops to think and checks his notes. Sure, we'll have another look.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt.
So
his
let's
torso covered. The
look at
hangman's
the
knot
belts.
is pulled. This is a steel reinforced.
Airlifting. I thought it was you. The local harbor uses 6 rotors.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt.
Let's inspect
Limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos.
Yeah, I'm gonna expect the tattoos again. I just want to make sure all this stuff is done before we try to get him down. And I don't think we're going to be able to get him down as well.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso. If you want to re-examine the tattoos, looking at the photo will give you a better, more detailed view.
That's a good point.
As you narrow only the lower extremities are pink with a dash. The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. His torso.
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique
Whoa,
challenge.
that was a lot of experience.
I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
Can't someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
I mean someone who's below detective.
Someone like a paid garbage man? Or a cleaning crew? I have bad news for you. That is a detective.
That is pretty bad news, Kim.
I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
We could saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, seems dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Yeah, I didn't realize how far up that was. Last time shooting him down didn't really work. Maybe we could ask for help from the harbor.
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
But what else can we do?
Okay, they do have the tools and the men. And since it looks like they put him there...
Yeah, they can get him down too.
Okay, let's do it in the lousy, dangerous way.
But won't it be dangerous?
To ask the suspect for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Everard Clare? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to handle this ourselves.
Everard Clare. Everard Clare.
Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches!
Who's Everard Clare?
The leader of the Union. A dangerous and corrupt man, from what I hear. You don't want to owe him much.
Understood.
Yeah? Don't go being someone else's bitches. You're Kuno's bitches.
Okay, so how do we get inside the harbor then?
From the gates. By negotiating or fighting. Or we can try the secret route we found, where your cloak is. It looks doable.
That's a good point. Let's get to it then. Alright, let's see. Let's examine the stuff we have first. Oh, we need to talk to Kuno. Right, so we have a postcard, interact. Huh. Use the interact button in inventory to examine the item. Isn't that what I'm doing?
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hang. It still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky, but something's not right.
We've heard that first one before, which is why I skipped over it. So, who are you?
Gone.
What's the meaning of this tattoo?
For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance.
I see.
Someone close to the victim might know.
Who's close to the victim? We don't even know who this guy is.
Someone who knows about history could tell you.
That's an interesting point. Gotcha. Tools. Right, we've got all these great tools as well. So, we can upgrade some of our skills. But I want to hold off on that for a little bit. And we got to get the body down. Ask for Everard Clare's help. And we're done with a whole bunch of things. Alright, let's talk to Kuno!
Fuck does Kuno care?
I want to discuss the body with you again, Kuno.
The fuck about it?
Where is the rest of his armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
A mutant, you say?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man.
I just noticed I got a little bit more health. as well, which is handy.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. What do you mean you threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
He performs a kickoff on the imaginary helmet.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
Sorry, that was expensive. You threw it in the sea?
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk.
Oh god, this little punk has become completely free from desire. I don't know if I can handle that.
You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
Troubadour? What do you mean troubadour?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows? So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Is he Gary Larson? Why is he talking about cows so much?
Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it.
Interesting. There are contusions all over his body. Did you do that?
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He grabs his head like it's suddenly hurting.
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
A contusion is a bruise. I'm talking about the marks your stones left on the corpse.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing? This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
I just hummed. You hummed too?
He's thinking the kid has amassed quite the vocabulary of law enforcement terms, but he's not going to stick his nose into this.
Me and my partner are wondering, where did you pick up so many police terms?
Me and my partner are wondering, do you guys puff Peter?
Puff Peter?
Kuno erupts into laughter, pointing his finger at you, then Kim, then back at you. An unfortunate choice of words, the lieutenant from Precinct 57 thinks. He looks at the harbor walls looming overhead. He could use a cigarette right about now.
Alright. Well, sorry for disappointing you, Kim.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Kuno, I do not care anything about you. All I care about is Kim. Yeah. I have more questions about the crime scene.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
The ladder. You ever climb it?
Look at that fucking shit! You're trying to get Kuno killed!
So you would say that the ladder is unclimbable then?
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
What's in the greenhouse over there?
Dunno. Kipta's gardener used to work there.
Gardener, huh?
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Erie-Uppergite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Erie-Uppergites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
God, these sound so classical, like classic Greek. Hold on, the gardener used to work there?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
No, it's something. You mean the young woman by Whirling in Rags, that gardener?
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
He looks you in the eye and nods as if agreeing with himself.
Yeah, her.
Okay. I see. I was wondering about that trash container.
Don't be wondering about Kuno's shit, Dick.
Yeah. I've got a very strong hunch there's something of importance in it. Something I must find.
Fuck does Kuno care about your hunch? That's your shit. You figured it out.
Kuno is actually a little interested.
Interesting. That was challenging. Interesting. I might have questions later. For now, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Kuno, I found your shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
I phase shifted through the roofing material.
Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
He can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit.
He says to himself, then turns to you.
How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
What was with the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Cool pickup. I liked it. I got one too. It's this one. It's shit.
What?
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there.
God. Kim was a little weirded out by that one.
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
Gain some experience.
Well played. No one saw.
Alright, I found a plate covered with powder residue. Know anything about it? Powder residue.
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there.
Yeah, I figured this kid was a drug addict.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
Not so much. What's with the tube of magnesium, Kuno?
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
He looks at you like you just pointed at the sun and asked what it was.
You could use some.
It's magnesium, right?
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a battle.
You might not be wrong.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
Come on, it's just magnesium. Don't mystify
You're
it.
not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
He looks at you, eyes bulging.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
Alright, is that my coat up there? I'm pretty sure it's mine.
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that.
Ah, after all what?
Don't sweat it, drunk pig. Kuno will keep your nasty secrets. Kuno's not snitching.
He's saying you climbed up there. He probably saw you do it.
Could I get into the harbor from the roof?
Of course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just gotta fly, pig.
I've got to jump to get in there? At my age? In my condition?
Not everyone can fly like Kuno. You're old. You'll never make it. Moose piss has made you scared in the head.
Moose piss.
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy. Just jump.
I'm a little bit old for all that. I've heard enough of this.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Alright. Empathy. Okay. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try it.
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S.
Interesting. How?
Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something very bad.
Aha.
She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno S was the one who wound him up and directed him. Also, Kuno hasn't stopped talking to you, even enjoys it from time to time. When you talk to the other one, it's like talking to a cornered animal. She only hisses and says murder was the case that they gave her. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Alright, so let's try it. Let's try to separate the S from the O.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
It's 2 o'clock now.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Alright, what's up with her? She's terrifying. Crazy scary.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him. Kuno, I'm fucking warning you. You're gonna get us into shit.
She understands what you're trying to do.
Smarter than she looks.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
Aha.
He did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her, so she can't read his lips.
Interesting. Alright, awesome. So I'm going to actually end this episode right here, because there's a lot of dialogue options to go through, and I think This has gone on for long enough. Okay. A lot happening in this first day. I've barely done anything. It's already 2 p.m. and yeah, I've mostly just been walking around. I know talking advances the time more so than just, you know, walking around, exploring. I may be doing the wrong thing here, but again, this is really kind of my first time playing through this game. All that stuff with the radio from before, I never did that in my first playthrough. So a lot of the stuff is pretty new to me. I don't think I even passed this empathy check. So again, all this is going to be completely new to me. So yeah, I'm enjoying myself. Again, I hope the people back home are enjoying it because it's a lot of talking, not a lot of action. But it's a, you know, your choices matter kind of game. Similar to, what's her name? Long Live the Queen. And that was a pretty fun experience for me at the very least. So anyway, I'm gonna end this here. I'll see y'all in the next episode and we can go from there. So yeah, take care.